In 100 feet, make a left turn for Nosy Bitches.
It's Bob and Jenna. We're nosy bitches. It's Bob and Jenna. Come take a listen. It's Bob and Jenna, the nosy bitches.
What up, bitches? We back.
Welcome back, bitches. It's been a while.
We're on a little hiatus.
What? You know what? Every once in a while, we need to get away from each other.
Yeah. I'd kill him.
Oh, shit. The voices are off again.
My voice is off.
But sponsored by... Now you're good. Sponsored by Taco Bell.
And knockoff Mountain Dew.
Yo, Mountain Rush, sponsor us. You ain't got no one else to sponsor, so sponsor us.
Wouldn't that be so funny if they did sponsor? Like Mountain Rush.
That's probably like a Walmart Great Value brand.
I don't know where it's from.
So yeah, Walmart, hit us up. So a lot's happened since we've been gone for the last 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
God.
Like, it feels so long when we skip a week.
For sure.
So Vanessa,
but there's so much to...
I know, Vanessa Hudgens is pregnant, which is like, I'm so happy for her because...
She was thicker than a Snickers at the Oscars. She was so pregnant.
I'll tell you this. Since I'm pregnant, one time my aunt, my mom's aunt, so she's my great aunt, but we call her my aunt, at my grandma's Christmas party, she said, "You're too pretty to be fat. Get that weight off." And I'm like, I'm pregnant.
Oh my God. So just this past December.
Yes. And then, like, people make so many comments. I'm like, what possesses people to say that? You know, and it's like different. So then my dad on my Facebook, I just posted like my maternity pictures. Yeah. He's like, my big baby having a big baby. Like, you know, saying he's like, you're like, you've gotten so big since I've seen you, which like coming from my dad, I don't care. Like that doesn't bother me. Really, honestly, I don't care because like, I feel like I've not really had like body image issues. Like I know I'm big. Like leave me alone.
You've always been very confident.
So then, I guess after my dad's commented on it, then another, like, a old past coworker who's, like, already commented on it, she goes, "I didn't want to say it, but you are huge." I'm like...
Shut the front door.
I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I am pregnant. I'm, like, literally 37 weeks, 38 tomorrow. So it's like, you want me to be tiny?
So listen up, nosy bitches. We may not be here next Sunday. We could be filming from the hospital. While Jenna is screaming in labor.
I told Antonio, I'm like, what if I just like scared the hell out of like the nurses and I was just like, ah! like making the wildest.
I'd be like, hold on. Can we do that again for the camera?
Like the wildest sounds. I'm just like, ah!
I don't think the nurses are gonna be prepared for you.
It'd be too funny. Like I'm like, I want you to record me like scaring the shit out of them.
Oh God. To be a fly on that wall.
So yeah.
Oh my God.
Vanessa Hudgens is pregnant.
Other people who are pregnant, Bad Baby had her baby.
Yes.
But she's just a fucking baby still. Like what the fuck?
Not really.
Like,
she's like what?
I mean she's 21.
Like I went to a baby shower in high school.
But 9 years ago, she was outside cashing people, you know? I feel like you're still like a kid.
She like rolled up. She like showed up on my TikTok reel, our feed For You page. And she's like, "You have this long to respond, Dr. Phil, or else we're going to handle it my way." I'm like, uh-oh, she's going to cast Dr. Phil outside.
She's going to show Dr. Phil those hands.
So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, Vanessa's pregnant. Bad Baby had her baby.
Kristen Cavallari's dating a baby.
How old is he?
They're like early 20s.
How old is she?
Let's find out. I don't even know what they do. They just like do TikToks and like walk from the front to the back of a line. I feel like that's all they do. Here we go. 24. Let's see. Kristen. She's 37. He's 24.
So she was
So
13.
he's still a kid though.
I instantly think, like, when people talk about age gaps, I'm like, how old were they when that kid was a newborn? She was 13.
I have 18 years.
I know. I instantly think that.
But hey, age is just a number. But
age is just a number.
At a certain point. Correct. But you know, R. Kelly said, it was R. Kelly and Aaliyah said, age ain't nothing but a number.
Yeah.
When she was 15.
Yeah.
Wild.
Like, protect your children, and we'll get to that later.
Hide your kids, hide your fucking kids.
We, like I said, we'll get to that later. Quiet on set. I could use this to talk about it.
Even protecting your kids. The kid who went to Nashville and they just found his body. Like, they need to protect your kids. Like, let's talk to our kids about drinking excessively.
You're one to talk.
Well, I don't drink excessively anymore. I also can't rebound like I used to.
I feel horrible for that family. But I need a follow-up.
For sure.
Okay, so there was something in the news. I know this is like a current event. This isn't really what's on our to-do. But they said, like, a lady who worked at a homeless shelter, a homeless guy came in wearing a shirt that looked like his shirt. And he, like, looked dirty, whereas the shirt looked, like, new and clean. So I'm like...
So he gave it to him.
I'm like, did he take it and push him in the river?
Right, but then they said he had a shirt on when they found him.
Oh, okay.
That's how they were able to identify him.
I just needed that cleared up.
Yeah, they identified him by his shirt and I think some other stuff.
So he must have just, like, fell in. It's just sad. Like, your friends should have left with you. I'm not trying to blame the friends, but, like, I was telling Antonio, right. I'm like, a girl would have never let a girl leave by herself.
Walk off on her own.
Yeah.
Correct. Well, hopefully the bar is held liable. Well, you know, they said he only had one drink and 2 waters, so he shouldn't have been let into the establishment in the first place.
Why?
What do you mean why?
He shouldn't have been
if he was that intoxicated. Yeah, I feel like if he was that intoxicated before, like, unless he was drugged by the one drink and the 2 waters, then they should never let him in the establishment if they already thought he was outright,
belligerent.
Yeah, like, call him a cab.
Yeah. I don't know. His friends, like you, it's a buddy system. Like, share your location with somebody, make sure they get home, what have you.
Right.
You can't change it though, so.
No, it's sad. It's
really sad.
But at least they have their answers.
Yeah, like, at least you don't have to go, like, never knowing where he is, never knowing what happened.
Right.
Like, you get a little bit of closure.
You know what we need closure on besides that?
What?
Bobby Altoff. She, I feel like, is finally done.
I'm glad. I need her to go from here down here where you can't see her no more.
She was removed from Drake's party.
Why was she there in the first place?
Let's see. I don't think she was supposed to be there.
Oh, okay. That's why she was removed.
So I think that's the reason why her marriage failed.
1,000.
Because of Drake. They had to put that. He put his P in her V.
Ew. I'm going to throw up. I really don't want to know what... Well, sorry, my dogs are crazy.
It's all right, Rex. I had put Duke upstairs because he was torturing me with his squeaky toys.
Hey, my little one is a bully.
You have two?
Yeah.
I thought you only had Rex.
Everyone only thinks I have Rex, but I have Brick.
You have Rake?
Brick, B-R-I-C-K.
Oh, you should just name him Rake.
Brick
Rex.
Rex is like a psycho. Like, he thinks that all food or any like dropped food should just be his.
Yeah.
And then if he thinks that Brick has anything in his mouth, he flips. Okay, so Bobby, she's removed from the party. NSYNC had a reunion.
So they had a party.
They had the party.
Have you listened to JT's new album?
No.
I know you're not a fan. I don't. I feel like it's too like artsy fartsy.
Here's the thing. I've always loved Justin Timberlake, but after the whole Britney debacle, I'm like, I'm tired of men making like women look bad.
I mean, I get it for sure. He's now hanging out with Mr. Beast. So like, has he fallen that far that he's hanging out?
You gotta hang out with
Mr. Beast now. Yeah, Mr. Beast was trying to sell him $100 million mansion this past week.
Mr. Beast, I need $1 million.
Mr. Beast, I need a lot of money. Like,
we'll split it.
Help me. Help me. Give us $2 million. We'll split it. Help me, Oprah Winfrey. Help me, Tom Cruise. Rick and Bobby.
And then as we keep going, the news just gets worse. So I was like, there's that meme where that guy's like pointing to the stuff and it's like all these like, you know, like when you're trying to catch a criminal and it's like, you try to explain something to someone. And so that was me for the past like 2 weeks talking about Kate Middleton being gone and missing. And then come to find out she has cancer. But now people are claiming that the video of her saying I have cancer is AI.
Did you see? Well, there's a lot I have to dig out of this whole conversation. But did you see, like, there's a lookalike?
Yeah.
She has a lookalike.
They're like, this is her. I was like, oh, that was her sprinting after abdominal surgery from the market?
Right. So, one, we have a lookalike. Two, where did all the rumors come from that she was pregnant by someone else? And then that William was cheating on her with like her friend. So like,
but William, that has been out.
Yeah. So what's the truth, Kate? I need like a magnifying glass.
I think she probably does have cancer, but they go about it all wrong.
Well, yeah, they're corrupt AF over there.
My issue with it is that, for obvious reasons, Meghan Markle was treated as like less than, and like hard.
Well, they didn't like that she was black.
Right, obvious reasons.
Race.
But like they thought that she had to share all this information with the media, and the British media like had no regard for her privacy, but yet like they protect Kate Middleton.
Right. So I mean, I don't know. There's so much speculation going on with Kate.
And so, like, if she, like, and like, her having cancer is very sad, especially with Charles also being diagnosed with cancer. Like, having two people in the same family, like, going through that is sad.
But you know what? Like, I hope this is like worst case scenario, and hopefully this isn't not true. But like, what if they made up the cancer story because she was pregnant and then she had an abortion with? Like, what if, like...
Oh my God.
That just came to me. Like,
I didn't think about that.
Like, you know, she had abdominal surgery, but the rumors were she was pregnant by some other man. Don't come for us, though, royal family.
I don't know. I don't think that she... Where would she have the time?
I don't know. I mean, but would you want to be with somebody with his hairline?
Would you want your kids to have his hairline?
Oh, God.
Honestly, maybe she learned, like, you know what? Obviously, this is a family of cheaters.
Right.
Like, apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And
I mean,
you got Charles with Camilla, his mistress, who they killed Diana over. Wolf.
For sure.
Then you have William with Kate, also ugly as hell. With a
he used to be better looking when he had hair.
Oh yeah, not anymore.
But nah, he looked like a fucking egg.
Just a hairline, I guess.
I mean,
get
for
a
sure.
wig, get a toupee. I don't care what you
do. Nosy Bitches, sponsored by toupees.
Women are expected to look good, but like guys can just look like horse shit with bad hairlines, and here we are.
And you know what? He can't pull off the bald look whatsoever.
He can't pull off anything. He's ugly. It reminds me of She's the Man. Because you're ugly.
Ugly. Oh man, what a movie!
One of my faves.
Speaking of bald people, remember when Britney shaved her head because she was going crazy?
Yeah, 2007 Britney.
And now she apparently is doing a song with Beyonce.
I'm so excited.
Tell me about this. I had no idea.
Well, she made an Instagram post.
Is it going to be another country song?
I feel like it has to be another country song.
She'd be like, "This ain't Texas, but I'm Britney."
Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me find it.
Have you? Oh my god! I know I've sent you the TikToks of the girl who impersonates Britney in the mall.
Yes.
She's like, "Oh my god, you found me!" Love her.
Okay, was it fake?
Oh, did we just produce some fake news?
Was it fake when I sent you? Did I send it to you?
No, you just put it in the notes.
It was on social media.
Are we talking about the Pepsi song from back in the day with them and Pink?
No.
During the Super Bowl ad?
No.
We will. This is Britney, Pink, and Beyonce. They did "We Will Rock You" during the Super Bowl.
No. It said "Ride 'em." Let me go look it up. It was on Twitter, and usually I can believe Twitter news.
Can we? Because everything on the internet's real.
Britney Spears. See, this is what I get for not doing my research.
Yeah, you should have did your research, you clown.
Well, someone put "Ride 'em" by Beyonce featuring Britney Spears. OMG, OMG, OMG.
Called Riley?
Ride 'em.
Oh, well, you know her new album is supposed to come out this week, I think.
Who?
Beyonce. So let's see if it's on Apple Music yet for us to add it in. It's called Carter Country, I think.
My dog's getting ready to bark at me.
Yeah, it's Beyonce's country album. It's called Cowboy Carter, so it could be real.
I don't know, and I can't find what I should have screenshot it.
So this is what we call in the biz gossip.
This is a gossip column now. Welcome. We're making stuff up. So Britney and Beyonce have announced a new song called "Ride 'em," and Britney said expect a lot of diamonds, cowgirl hats, and glitter or lights or something. I wish I screenshot it because now I feel crazy.
Maybe she'll be juggling knives and stuff.
Anyway.
Oh man.
Moving on to television.
Oh my god. Should we talk about my new favorite show? I'm flying through it on Peacock right now. I've kind of slowed down because Summer House. Let me tell you, I feel like season 5 of the COVID season I feel like they were overdoing it a little bit. They were trying to bring the drama because like they were stuck in a house and like, you know, they're bored and they're not like going away for the week to where they're able to create drama.
Yeah.
So now they're just like, not to mention, I feel like Lindsay Hubbard had way too high of expectations for her boyfriend.
You'll get to know that that's Lindsay.
Well, for sure. I mean, you should have high expectations. You should have high expectations, but at the same time, it's like, it's COVID.
Right.
Come on. Like, there's only so much we can do during COVID. But I was flying through it, like a season in like 2 days.
Yeah, you're acting like you're on COVID right now, on COVID break, watching TV like that.
Well, I did take some time off, so you know, it's okay to watch TV and
that's awesome.
That's Summer House.
I've been on spring break and it's been nice.
And now you're about to go on maternity leave and you can watch even more TV. Well, you're not going to be able to watch any TV.
Yes, I will.
So,
Don't put it past me.
Now I have to move on to Winter House once I'm done with caught up with Summer House.
Winter House is not as good, but I still watch it.
There's like some people like I'd read like kick Amanda out even though she's like married to Kyle. Luke never brought anything to the show.
He's so cringe.
He is very cringe. Paige is probably the funniest person on there.
I don't like that they bring in like other shows.
People. Well, you know,
right?
This last like, season, why are we casting people?
But this last season was actually good. I liked it. Right. You'll get there.
I like it when they bring in their friends
Schwartz
and like.
On there.
Is he
on this most recent season? He might have been on there before with Tom Sandoval, but as you know, Tom Sandoval was not on this last season.
We love
another.
We love Sandoval. Yeah. Ooh. Oh.
And then another Bravo show, Vanderpump Rules.
I don't watch that.
I'm sorry. It's like getting so bad, so boring. Joe, so she's like known as one of Tom Schwartz's friends. She finally got her first confessional, and I was like,
okay.
My face while she was talking the entire time was like,
was it cringe?
It's so cringe because like he just wants to be her friend, and he says like that's her friend. Obviously, like,
but she's into him.
Friends hook up, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And once you cross that line, for a lot of people, especially like the girl,
it's hard to go back.
It's hard to like see it as it used to be, like as a just friends, like platonic thing. So she posted on Instagram, been wanting to say this for a while, and give me grace on how I say it. Everything about this human makes me happy. So you're thinking like they're in a relationship the way she's talking. Have you ever found a human that just gets you? Makes you laugh and has a genuine love for people the same way I do too? That's Tom.
What's her name?
Joe. Oh, and on Instagram, Joe my gosh. J-O my gosh. We are always under...
I gotta look her up.
We are always under construction and working on ourselves as humans. Tom Schwartz deserves the world, and so do I. I know him so well, and I'm so happy and grateful. Maybe I'm not the girl for him, but I get it. He is a really good example of someone living in the moment always, and so am I. Give him grace. Leave Brittany alone. Give me grace.
Does she have kids?
No.
She's not cute.
And everyone is a work in progress. Let's add love to it, because at the end of the day, T Money and I can lay our heads on our pillow, but she puts TS, but I read it as T Money, but because it's a $sign. And know we killed the day with kindness. Please just know it's a good thing to see the best in people. And T Money and I see the best in each other and others. 10 out of 10 all around. Spread the love. Blessings to Tom Schwartz for helping me with life and vice versa. What in tarnations? Find a person who can make you laugh all the time. That's Tom Schwartz. In parentheses, T Money. You humans out there are lucky to hang out with him. He will hate this post because it's a compliment to who he is. But someone has to say it. T Money has the best laugh, smile, and people should really know how kind he is. I'll love him forever. Joe out. Creeper.
On his dick. Holy shit. She was on that tip.
Creeper.
The base and the balls.
I'm like, girl, like you're embarrassing.
Oh.
Like, and that's your first, like, you're like, that's how I was like cringing the whole time during her confessional. She's so weird. She wants to be with him
that's
so
what she
bad.
used your confessional for?
It's so bad. It's embarrassing. And it's like, ew. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's woof. Like, that's cringe. You know what else is making me cringe lately? Adult JoJo Siwa. Have you seen her TikTok?
I sent them to you. Where people...
Yes.
I sent you another one. Did you?
Yes. Like, was it the one where she turned around and she...
I'm like, what's going on with him?
She is transitioning to like adult stardom, like Miley Cyrus. She went from Hannah Montana to let me grind on Robin Thicke at the VMAs.
Like, what's going on? JoJo,
I think she's...
Joe, are you okay?
JoJo, blink twice if you need help.
I need to show people what we're talking about.
Oh my, JoJo needs the Lord.
JoJo's scary. JoJo's losing her mind.
You know what? Good for her though, making all that money, because clearly she's doing something right.
Okay, wait. The first one's the funniest. The first one I sent you. She said, "Been wanting to do this one."
Is it the one where she said Billy Ray Cyrus? Is that you?
No.
Okay, Joe. Okay,
yes.
Joey. Jolena.
She is so cringe.
He's like, okay, no.
Oh my
Joey,
god.
Jolena.
JoJo, you're cringe.
When she's like up in the air,
we call this move the JoJo hump. Oh. Oh,
I can't quit laughing.
Oh, JoJo.
Here's the next one. Where are you?
I got a question. If you could have one heaven phone call, this is a random heaven. And where the hell I've been? This is JoJo Siwa? Baby, I thought this was Billy Ray Cyrus.
I thought that was Billy Ray Cyrus.
From now on, I'm calling her Billy Ray Cyrus.
Oh.
She's like losing it.
Oh. I think she's like probably going through her like Amanda Bynes, Lindsay Lohan phase right now. Like,
okay,
like, what the hell?
But I feel like in Lindsay Lohan and Amanda Bynes' defense, they were not treated right. Like, I feel like JoJo, her mom's always like
protected her,
been protected, which is good. Like, I'm not saying like, but like she's acting like she's going through something.
Right? Like tough times, JoJo. Like, what's going on? Hump in the air.
I need to know Billy Ray.
She was like, oh.
I'm not gonna stand up and try to do that.
I can't. I gotta be careful because the shorts could have went up a little too high. And then
yeah. Okay. Remember when Phoebe's boyfriend and friends, his like nutsack would hang out?
Yeah.
Well, they like didn't show that, but they like.
Well, yes, I would hope not, but yeah.
And they're like, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And then they're like, yes, it does. But like, yeah, JoJo's always been cringe.
Correct. She was okay on Dance Mom, but then like when she was like a 20-year-old having concerts for like 10-year-old kids, like,
Didn't she even like? Didn't she go to North's and Kim's house?
I'm sure she did.
Did they go to her house and like get something? Like,
I think they went to her house because she had like
something out.
She had like the really fun adult like playground house.
Yeah. Creepy.
But now she bought that house with her money, and now she lives in an apartment. She let her mom keep that house. Like JoJo, like why are we letting your mom keep the house? Like you're living in like a 700 square foot apartment.
When he called her Joey, I almost died. He's like, "Okay, JoJo, Joey."
He should have went through like the whole repertoire of Joe names.
Yeah.
Jolene, Joseph,
Jolena.
Oh my.
Jolene. Okay, I cannot quit eating this popcorn.
But it's so good.
It's addictive. Unlike freaking Survivor this year, it's not.
Oh my god!
Is. So boring.
You know what? During
bye Banu, like see you never. You did not win my heart.
During the commercials, they're always like, "This is the most unprecedented, like unknown."
Right, outfit change.
TD, not titty. Technical difficulty.
Not titty, to be clear.
We had a little technical difficulty yesterday where we had to refilm some stuff today. But
so I don't have
nothing
my
popcorn.
Like I don't
got my Taco Bell. I look like a wet dog.
With me, before I put my hair up in a clip, I was telling Bob, I look like Dog the Bounty Hunter. Maybe I'll tell you guys classic. At the end. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Hair down.
I'm going to show you guys.
Hey, R.I.P. Dog's wife, or did Dog die?
Yeah, rest in peace to Dog's wife. What's her name? I used to watch that.
Let's see. We're gonna do a proper R.I.P. Dog.
I feel like it's Beth. I think it's Beth.
Beth. R.I.P. Beth.
Rest in peace, Beth. Stop.
We're going to hell.
Okay, so we have to talk about Survivor really quick.
Yeah.
It's gotten so bad.
And it's cringe.
It's so cringy. And like Jeff is making comments like, "Oh, we're not going to cast villains anymore." You're boring, Jeff. You're boring.
Jeff, you're boring. Yes.
You're done.
Cast me. I'll be a villain. I'll throw the rice in the fire like Jatia did and cause a scene. I'll piss on the fire and put it out. Throw the flint in the water. If I know I'm going home, I'm throwing the flint in the ocean.
But you're not going to be like Banu and beg and cry on your knees, hopefully.
No, I'm never going to beg to plead my case.
Cringe.
God, why are you doing this? Like, shut the front door.
I want to win 1 million hearts, not $1 million. Why are you here? Goodbye.
Yeah, Bonner, we went on Survivor.
I want everyone there middle class or below.
Yes, we went on Survivor to win the money, not the hearts. Fuck the hearts.
Like, I'm not here for likes. I don't care. I want the money.
Give me the money, honey. I tell you what.
And it's like,
I thought it was.
Go ahead.
I thought it was going to be such a promising season. And then Banu opened his mouth and started crying.
Ugh. I hate a crybaby. I really do. I hate a crybaby. I hate the sob stories. Like
you knew this shit was going to be hard. Why are we crying?
Well, like you said, it's just like, you knew what you signed up for. Every season, they're like, I didn't realize it was this hard. Yet here you are. I tell Antonio, I would never apply for Survivor because I know that I would not survive. I would literally starve to death. I'm not eating fish. I'm not eating rice. I'm not drinking coconut milk. F that. I have no desire to be out in the wild.
Right, like motherfucker. You get a machete, a pot, and rice. You don't even get flint. Like that shit is hard.
Did they used to give flint?
They got flint. You remember they used to be able to do like the boat sieges where like at the beginning of the season,
yes.
They would throw shit into the water. Yeah, they stopped doing that with All-Stars maybe, or like the Winners at War.
Yeah, and it's like it's not adding anything to the season for me.
No. Like no.
Give me the drama. Give me the alliances.
Give me the drama
after one another.
Let me see the backstabbing.
Give me 2 tribes.
Not 3. Let's scratch that 3 shit right now.
2 tribes, merge halfway through, boom, done. Here we are.
Bring me back Ponderosa as well, because that was the good stuff.
Yes. Yeah, it's just not. I don't know. I'm like, am I getting old and I'm complaining? Like, am I just
we're definitely old and complaining. And I'll never give up on Survivor, but it's just like, come on.
I'm the same way. Every season of Big Brother. Stop it.
Except for the last couple seasons.
Every season of Big Brother, like, I'm tweeting. I'm in on it. I complain and moan and groan about it the entire season. But have I given up on it? No.
Right.
I'm going to be on it one day. Stop. It's like kids act up as soon as you get on the phone. Like my dogs, they get crazy as soon as I start to do it.
Right. Like, Duke, right now I'm playing fetch with him with his stupid squirrel.
They're like, I can't take them outside because it's pouring rain. So that's...
Why don't you lay down?
That's what you get to hear in the
Lay down, Jenna. Lay down.
Lay down. Lay down. But yeah, so I'm just like, it's just, and then, Andy Herron making fun of it. So like he made fun of it, like talked about how bad it was, but then like someone was just like, oh, like your season is like the most hated season. So now he's like tweeting like it's so great. And I'm like, no,
he had me so confused.
You're going to make people
think
you like it.
He's the one who's always like so like vocal about liking something or not liking it. Like,
right.
Okay, he's preaching how he likes this season and it's garbage.
Aaron, clear that up for us. Or Aaron.
Andy,
clear that up
do you like it? Do you not? Yes, no, maybe so.
You want to be on our show next week? Yes, let us know. Yes or yes?
Yes or yes. Oh. So anyways, should we jump into the meat of the podcast and throw a trigger warning out there?
The meat of the podcast. Quiet on set.
Trigger warning.
Warning.
If you have issues with sexual abuse, child abuse, child endangerment,
child sexual assault,
please listen with a trusted parent or turn off now.
Or
caution. Please don't turn it off.
It's like, it's all over.
It's the biggest thing in Hollywood right now.
Everyone's watching it. Everyone's talking about it. So we have to.
It's all over Facebook, Twitter, TikTok.
So I'll preface this with, I knew most of this information because of,
right.
Like throughout the years, like we've heard the different pieces and the different parts. But
for sure,
to hear it firsthand from the people who went through this experience makes it all that that much real and like sad.
Right.
Like how, like you said, how did they get away with it for so long? How
money talks.
And like you said, like NDAs, they've been signed, so people aren't talking. But it's like, it's really gross to see everything come to light and to know like Dan Schneider escaped without a scratch. Like he got paid to leave Nickelodeon.
Right. Nickelodeon is nasty for paying him $7 million and not like outcasting him.
But me personally, I'm like, is that Dan Schneider hush money? Like, are they paying him
to
be quiet?
Right, because maybe he's got some stuff on Nickelodeon.
And then, you know what? I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but then, like, people post all the stuff. So there's a post of the Nickelodeon symbol, not the foot one. And then there's a post of Epstein's Island, and they're like literally like shaped the same. Like here's the island, and here's like something like a dot off of it and a dot off of it. And I'm like, oh my god, like for real.
Oh, Dan Schneider could have been on Epstein's Island. We don't know that. Let's get serious here, folks.
It's just like, what's going on? So it's just sad because Amanda Bynes, like, I had no idea that Dan Schneider even had
so much potential.
Yeah, it had so much to do with even like the show What I Like About You when it went on to the CW. I didn't know he was in on that. He was, but eventually got.
And I love that show.
Me too. And then
so
we
good.
did the math. she started like all this at like 10, and her last like role in a movie was like 23-ish.
Yeah.
So
easy.
Now she's out here trying to get her nail license and like wearing wigs and got tattoos on her face, and it's just like, it's sad because these people have like stayed quiet and suffered for so long, but she's tried to tell her story through like her anonymous Twitter, Ashley Banks. But you look at all these like stars like Britney Spears, Amanda Bynes, Lindsay Lohan, like how controlled they are, and the people who are profiting the most off of them are like their biggest like contributors to their like suffering.
Their parents. Like, if you look at all three, all three were in conservatorships. Like, does that not show, like, yes, it's supposed to like help take care of the adult, but these three actors went through like mental instability as child stars.
It's just really messed up. And then, you know, like, I'm like, how did Jason Handy, like, I'm hearing nothing about him on Twitter, on TikTok, on Facebook, but he's one of the creepiest of all. Like, he admitted he's a pedophile.
For being a pedophile.
He's admitted that he wanted to find a little girl to rape. He kept their names in baggies of their like little treasures, like emails and pictures that he sent them. Like, he kept it. And, you know, everyone's bashing Brandi Carlile's mom, who, by the way, I had to look up who Brandi Carlile was. And
do we know if she's alive?
Yeah, she's alive.
Okay.
But I had to look her up, and her mom was like, as soon as she sat down, this is what everyone's like ripping on. As soon as she sat down, when I was younger, I wanted to be an actress. And now it makes sense why they kind of included that, because it showed that she didn't want to like impede on her daughter wanting to be an actress. But I'm like, you're living vicariously through her. You put it in her head that she should be an actress. So whatever. But she is the mom who, as soon as something creepy happened, she intervened and like got her daughter away from it.
Yeah, but you know, at the same time, like, she did that, but is she at fault? Because like, she contemplated whether she should turn this guy in or not. So she was hand in hand with allowing him to continue doing what he was doing.
Yes, because she didn't tell on him when she first found out.
You think about it.
She only told when she was approached.
Correct.
So yeah, you're right.
So,
she contributed to that, like,
an enabler at the same time.
Yep, she let it go on. Like, she let it happen to another.
It's like, there's two kinds of bad people. People who allow bad things to happen,
and then people who like allow.
Yes.
Like, and the people who do it and the people who stand idly by.
Right. Like, so Brandi Carlile's mom is just as guilty.
I agree. And then you have, you know, like, people who, they're not shell shocked because they've known this about Drake, but like, his story is just so sad because like I said yesterday before I got cut off and now we're re-recording, like, put me in a room with his mom. She is a total piece of crap. Like, the dad literally had bad vibes, and when you're a parent, you trust your instincts to like take care of your children. And that his dad had an instinct like, this guy's not good, like, keep him away from him. And
she was blinded by dollar signs.
Oh yeah, got him, like, Brian Peck preyed on him, groomed him, got him to.
You know what's sad? Like, Drake Bell held it together for so long. He held it together for so long and kept that in.
Yeah. And like,
and acted like this normal adult until just recently.
Yeah. And you know, like, all that stuff came out about him messaging the like underage girl, but as soon as he found out that she was underage, he quit.
He stopped.
He said, like, you know, there were it was a lot of misinformation being spread about that situation. And I believe it. Because, like, I do. Don't get me wrong. I believe victims and stuff. But I believe that he wasn't trying to, like, prey on that person. Mind you, I think he had a fiance at the time, so he shouldn't have been messaging anybody else anyway. But everyone's like, no wonder he did that because he was abused. It's like, he didn't abuse anyone, though. He thought he was talking to someone who was of age.
people assume emotional and like traumatic trauma is just going to continue being passed along. And so like they choose to hear what they want to hear
sometimes.
Right. But from his story, he definitely seems like a genuine good person.
Right. And I feel like if they didn't think that, they probably wouldn't have him even on the show.
Right.
You know, like telling his side or telling his story.
For sure.
Which brings me to all the nasty people, and I would say nasty, but all the people who wrote letters in support of nasty Brian Peck, but later to find out, because like someone who wrote a letter kind of commented on, had I known all or had been given all the information, I would have never written a letter in support of him. So finding out
like he misled them.
James Marsden, Will Friedle, Ryder Strong, Alan Thicke, the mom on Growing Pains, she's the one who said she would have never written. So like they didn't have all the information, but they were writing letters in support of him during this. And so it's just, and you know, Drake was talking about when he went into the courtroom, Brian Peck's side was full of supporters, and then he had his mom and his brother.
That would make you feel like you walk in expecting to like have supporters and no one there, and then you walk in and you see all these people that you know personally and know of.
Yeah.
And then you see like they're supporting this rapist.
Yeah. So it's because, like they said, I don't think they were given all of the details, all of the information. Brian's just like, hey, can you please like let them know it was a lapse of judgment, but like not saying what that lapse of judgment was.
Right.
So, and then what's even more sad is like you have people who worked for the same company, the people on Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide,
who think it's funny.
Watching it, and then afterwards being like, huh, that wasn't my experience. Huh, don't say that. Huh. I'm like, you all are like so immature and like insensitive. And getting to the point where it's just like, who can support you? You're gross.
Right. So it's only a matter of time before they get canceled. And it blows my mind because Lindsay Shaw went through so much issues on Pretty Little Liars, like to the point where she got fired. So you would think out of all of them, she would have a little bit more sensitivity, training, and like understanding of like people going through shit.
Yeah. I'm trying to look up because I know that there was something in the news. Lindsay Shaw. I'm pretty sure she had like she said something. She said something on TikTok. I wish I could.
They're all three cringe and they think they're funny. It was like talking about like their podcast isn't about Neds. It's literally about sex. Like, and I get it. Like your listeners are of adult age now, but like you have kids on there listening because they like your show.
I feel like they're going for shock value.
Right, which could be.
She was like imitating a dance and said, "Hey, are we okay? What the F is this?" And I think it was she like was doing a dance that was popularized by Black TikTok creators. That's what it said. So she was like mocking them.
So not only is she insensitive now, is she racist?
I don't know. She didn't say anything racist. She just said like, "Are we okay?" Because like she was making fun of like Black people dancing on TikTok or like a black dance on TikTok. I'm not sure.
Did you read Devin's apology after like they got like shamed? It seems so sincere. He was like, "We're idiots. We say stupid stuff." I'm like, yeah, okay, let's
he's just like, I gotta say something.
Right. It definitely wasn't like a lawyer or a PR like statement, but I'm like, dude, you're an adult. Let's have some more like decorum in class about what you're saying.
They have no couth. They're just talking out their ass.
Can I help you, sir? Your squirrel. This is supposed to be your friend.
So sorry to Drake. Gutted I hurt you. I was being an idiot today. Where is the rest?
Yeah, like he definitely came out with that statement on his own.
No way around. I feel horrible that my dumbass was even speaking about this without seeing it. I watched quiet. He didn't even see it while he was making comments.
Right, like, why are we speaking on something we know nothing about?
I watched Quiet on Set tonight and am horrified by the gravity of what Drake and others shared. Truly heartbroken about what my fellow actors went through. I can't believe they weren't protected. I'm sorry for compounding any hurt. You're dumb. Yeah, you're dumb.
But it's not like so to touch on like the documentary, we are like to not like ignore the sexual like abuse and stuff. But I feel like there was undertones of racism towards like the black actors as well, which is super sad. Like, these kids are
like hearing
10, 11,
about
12 years
Brian.
old.
Right, hearing about Brian, how he, like the Girl Scout cookie like bit, and like, if his mom and them wouldn't have said that. As a kid, do we notice those things? No.
No.
Did I notice that when I was watching that as a kid? But now, growing up, seeing how they're taking advantage of, like, children's innocence and, like, kids not knowing what's going on. Like, they're just happy to be, like, doing what they love and, like, acting and getting paid to have fun and, like, pretend. Like, they don't know that. We didn't know that when we were watching it. But when you grow up, you see all the innuendos and all the things that are meant to mean things.
Like all the face shots that were supposed to be like cum shots, and nose man who had noses on his shoulders and they looked like penises.
And the nose. Yeah.
Yes. So it's like,
and then I totally forgot about the like Dare show.
You know what? I always thought Penelope Taint was so funny, and like it never clicked
even
with me.
Even to this day, until they said that, I was just like, oh my god.
I always thought it was Tate, like Tate, and not Taint.
Oh, I thought it was Taint, but like Dan tried to claim Taint, like tainted. But now I get it after he's a creepy man, so.
Right. So it's like there's all sorts of things, and like as kids, like our parents thought this was safe for us to watch on TV, which
because and I'm guilty of it, like letting Antonio's kids watch cartoons or watch YouTube or my nephew like watch Nickelodeon, Disney, thinking like, oh, they're good, like I don't have to worry about the kids channels.
Right.
Yet here we are.
But now it's like you have to check everything.
Yeah.
And I feel like both of them do have like
your kids.
More. Right. Hide your kids, hide your wife, because they're all creepy ass people.
Yeah. And then,
but I feel like Nickelodeon and Disney have put in place like protection for the kids now, and so like hopefully they're not casting creepy people who are writing like innuendos and shit.
Well, hopefully parents are doing their due diligence and making like
for sure
their kids are gross.
Parents are a lot more like helicopter-y.
Their bosses aren't gross and like making them say gross things or do gross things.
Parents are a lot more like helicopter-y now than they were back in the day. Like parents are definitely like more hands-on.
And it's just like you think about Miley Cyrus, like how lucky she was to work with her dad.
I mean, she did go through that phase.
Yeah, after but like to work with her dad, and like someone was always there to protect her.
Right.
So it is sad.
It is sad. But to end on a happy note, my favorite franchise, Scream, not my favorite franchise, but my favorite horror franchise, Scream, Nev Campbell, and today, Gail Weathers, a.k.a. Courtney Cox, signed on, so the two original Scream Queens are back. Woo, 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 woo. And I know how you feel. You're not down with them. Like, let's do something original.
I'm so tired of the remakes. Or, like, the continuation of the same story.
20 years later.
I'm sorry, I don't want to read 7 books that are, like, the same.
Mr. Duke.
But I'm happy. As a friend, I'm happy for you.
For sure. For sure.
But, as always, people.
Like.
Comment.
Subscribe.
Share. Subscribe. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Tell your kids. Tell your wife. Because we want everyone.
Definitely tell your kids.
We want everyone to listen out there. Seriously. We need more than a few listeners. Again.
That's right.
We cannot keep doing this.
This is too expensive. How? Taco Bell, Mountain Rush, Surge. I saw your tweet about Surge yesterday. Surge, sponsor us.
Oh my gosh, we need to get Surge going again.
I didn't know Surge was back.
It's not.
Then how are you drinking Surge?
My tweet said I want a Surge so bad, and I'm mad I can't have one.
I thought you just said that because you were preggers.
No.
But you were drinking a Mountain Rush yesterday, so.
Yeah. Listen, you can have, as a pregnant woman, you can have, they say, like 200 milligrams of caffeine. And on the side of most cans, it tells you like, oh, there's like 35 grams of caffeine. So like a can of soda isn't going to kill me for the day.
You could also have a glass of wine.
I don't drink wine, so. If the worst thing I'm doing is drinking a soda here and there, I'm okay.
Well, we're not judging you for drinking soda. We're judging you for drinking Mountain Rush.
Shasta Mountain Rush.
Shots. Hey, Mountain Rush, if you want to sponsor us, we're taking the shots back. But
come on, sponsor us, Mountain Rush. We can
Taco Bell, Mountain Rush, Hydro Flask. One of you, come on.
Indian popcorn or popcorn Indiana, whatever it might be. But yeah. Anyway, people, we need your support.
Support us. We love you, and we know you love us.
Exactly. We know you
Otherwise,
love me
this
more,
heart
but
goes like this.
This is the new heart. This is like the new age heart. This is the heart that we used to do.
And if you don't listen,
you're a bitch.
You're a bitch.
All right, people. Anyway, on that note, we'll
see you next Tuesday.